Hello everybody, welcome to a tier listing ranking video for Project Smash. And today we're going to be ranking the new characters Vampire and Pheonix in a tier list to see if their appearance will affect the rankings of the other characters. And I also have here with me a contributor, GamerHut.
Yes.
Alright,
Alright, this is gonna be a tier list on every single kit in the game right now as of May 27th.
and
So yeah.
here are all the characters. Alright,
Yep.
let's start with the first one.
Alright, so we got Ninja. Where are we feeling Ninja?
I would say definitely,
Honestly,
I would say a little low, but not all the way down.
yeah, I'm feeling like kinda C tier.
I'm feeling a
Like
little more,
mid C tier, maybe D tier.
I'd say more towards D, since it does not have a combo, really.
True.
And
There is some crazy ninja tech though.
its recovery's not the best, too.
Oh yeah, that is true.
So I feel like
Very bad recovery.
its D kind of fits there. Alright,
Yeah. Alright.
let's move on to the next one, Knight.
Alright. Knight is pretty good. It's the first one to get a counter. So that's really good.
It has,
Um
it
it's
has,
free.
yeah, and
That's also
also
something.
it has the same comboing as Ninja 2, so I'd say,
I
and
feel like it would be C tier.
I feel like C as well.
Yeah. It's like a better ninja.
Yes, definitely. Alright,
Alright.
moving on to Archerer.
Alright. Archer, it probably if you know how to use it, it's definitely the best free character. Um
For sure.
Yeah. The combo potential is really good, and the edge guarding is also extremely good.
If you do time everything right, you are able to use all of your moves.
Yeah. So, I feel like maybe B tier.
I would go with C.
C higher than Knight though.
Uh, yeah, it would be higher
Guchin.
than Knight. Yeah, higher.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. All right.
That's fun. Alright, next character.
Next one is Boxer.
Boxer is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, definitely a really cool one to play with. But not very not very good in the Project Smash community.
Yeah,
That's pretty evident, but judging by the actual kit, um has really good combos. You can use three of the moves because the fourth one's a counter.
but
Um
its recovery is, in my opinion, the worst in the game.
oh yeah.
And
Definitely has like really bad recovery.
in my opinion, I would put it as a C.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it would also be better than Knight. Would you agree? Or no? Actually, I
It
feel like Knight
is.
has way better um recovery.
Yeah, Knight's probably better. I'd say
Yeah.
probably put Boxer behind Knight.
Fair. All
Alright,
right. Next one,
is Sumo.
Sumo. Sumo is very good.
If you are a
Um,
pro and you are using it and like know what you're doing, you can be insane.
yeah, it's pretty much just like if you get them near the edge, insta kill. Edge guarding, if you get that clutch belly flop, that's just insta kill, pretty much.
Recovery is
I'd
pretty
say,
good.
yeah, I'd say I'm leaning towards A tier.
I would say A too.
Yeah, because it's like not ridiculously broken to where it needs a nerf, but it's like really good.
It already had a nerf with its Bear Hug cooldown.
Oh yeah, I'm just talking about like in the was that in the newest update or no?
It was like 2 updates ago, I think, or 3.
All right, that's fair. I just must have missed that. I think I remember something like that. But
Alright,
anyways,
next one.
we get Viking.
My
Viking is
first, it was my first expensive kit.
yeah, I feel like this would be a really good choice to buy if you're just starting out the game. I definitely would recommend Sumo though first.
Yeah,
Um,
it has a good um, combo. Its recovery is decent. It's not the best. So
yeah,
I would put it at B.
I was thinking the same thing. It's very beginner friendly. So if you're a beginner and want something to try out, definitely Viking is one of them for sure. All right, we ready to move on to the next one?
Yup.
All right, we got Bandit.
Ew.
Oh my gosh, don't get me started with Bandit.
I don't like him.
Bandit, I'm not sure if they nerfed him in recent updates, but I don't think they did. Um, I have seen some nasty Bandit players, let me tell you.
Yeah, there's been some pretty
Um,
good ones, but overall, I feel like Bandit is just not good at all.
yeah, I mean, if you don't know how to use them, it's pretty trash.
I would,
Dynamite is, it's pretty much Ninja Bomb, but has a longer cooldown. I don't know if it deals more damage. I would have to look into that. But yeah.
and its dynamite is slower too.
Yeah, that's the cool. Yeah, 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 that's what I meant. If I
Okay,
didn't say that, my bad.
I would,
um,
I
I
would
feel
put it.
like
You can go.
no, you can go.
Okay,
What were
I
you saying?
feel like it would be an F tier.
An F tier? I
Yeah,
feel like it would be. I don't know. It has horrible recovery, decent edge guarding, and combo
exactly.
potential is really good if you know how to use it.
But you gotta be like super pro to use it.
I feel like it would be in D. Well, actually, I feel like we can just. I would put it in D tier for now. Maybe we can change that later,
Yeah,
but
we can adjust things later if we don't feel like they're right.
yeah. Let's just snug it and make it snug in D tier.
Okay,
Alright, next one. We got Rogue.
that's it's decent, I'd say.
Combo potential, pretty much just Knight and Boxer. It has three moves that it can combo with. Fourth one being a counter. Um, I feel
It's
like if you know how to combo with the rogue, then you can do the combo, like the three combo. But yeah.
and it's decent recovery too. So I would rank it as high C.
Yeah, I feel like it would be above knight but not above archer.
So in between.
Yeah,
Okay,
just like right there.
but it has a
You
counter.
feel like true. It counter is like really underwhelming though. It's pretty much just another combo starter.
Okay,
The counter just makes you go behind the enemy. Doesn't really like do like a finisher type move like a knight in boxer, but still a counter.
okay.
What do you feel like though? Do you feel like it should be above archer?
I feel like it should. It's decent at everything, but Archer has some not perfect at what Rogue can do.
Yeah. Does archer have good recovery? I
It's
don't think either have really good recovery.
they're kind of like
Oh,
the same.
I feel like rogue would be a little bit better on recovery since that like its counter you can use as recovery too. Yeah, I
I'm
feel like
I'm just
yeah,
gonna
I
do
feel like
this like because I feel like they are the same, but Rogue costs more.
True. Yeah, because the other one's free. Alright, we ready to move on from that?
Yeah,
Alright. Next one, Monk. Monk is really good if you know how to use them.
and if you don't know how to use them, he's still decently good.
Yeah, if you don't know how to use them, I feel like it would be a nice B tier. Well, this is the beginning of the green section, by the way. Um, Nice B tier for anybody that wouldn't know how to use them. But if you do know how to use it, then I feel like it would go in A, maybe behind Sumo. What are your thoughts?
I would say A tier for sure. Um, let's put it in front of Sumo for now, because it still has the ability of down smashing and crazy air combos.
Right,
So,
it's the first one that can have like move switch while you're mid-air.
I mean, Boxer
It's
technically can too,
What
but
does Boxer do?
it's harder with Boxer, but you can.
I'm talking about like you know that the leg sweep turns into the down smashy move, you know?
Yeah,
I'm just talking about like that little mechanic.
okay.
But I feel like yeah, in front of Sumo would be a good spot to put it. Here, I'll move it. All right, time for
Next
our next
one,
one. The most beloved kit amongst the developers of Project Smash, Golem.
the most nerfed besides Wrath.
Yeah, I mean in recent times, Wrath has become a little bit hurt, but that's for a later in the video. Golem, really heavy hitter. But besides that, it's pretty bad.
Its damage is pretty high, but due to its recent nerfs, it's been getting a little more difficult to combo with it. So
Yeah,
I would rank it as a B tier.
B tier. All right, all right. One thing I'm really concerned about is edge guarding. Pretty much none there, and also recovery is like really bad.
Yeah,
That's my thoughts.
I would probably change mine to a high C.
All right, yeah, I feel like what where in C tier do you think?
All the way up.
All the way up? All
It
right.
can it can definitely beat a rogue.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's about it for Golem. Not much to say there. It's definitely been heavily nerfed over the history of it being in Project Smash. Pretty sad, but understandable. Cause Golem is just a force to be reckoned with, if you know how to play him. But anyways, next one we got Cyborg.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, I don't play Cyborg that much, but I've definitely seen some really good Cyborg players, and it's kind of busted if you know how to use them correctly.
Yeah, because you have two modes of fighting. You can combo extend, or you can automatic just down smash, which not technically true because people have counters and some people have learned that if you dash right at the right second, you can avoid the down smash. But overall, it's really
Yeah,
good.
yeah, that down smash is definitely really scary if you don't have a counter, which in most cases you won't, because most kits don't have counters. But yeah, Cyborg definitely scary if if you're facing a someone that actually knows how to use them.
I would
Where are
rank
we
it
thinking?
probably B.
I was thinking B2. Definitely above Viking.
Yeah, definitely above Viking.
Right there. Perfect. But yeah, overall thoughts, final thoughts about Cyborg. Um, Definitely really easy to start a combo with its dash move. Recovery really good there. Um But edge guarding, I don't know if it's really good for edge guarding that much. But what it lacks in edge guarding definitely makes up in other categories for sure. All right, next one. We got Valkyrie.
I am not much of a Valkyrie player, so this is going to be a little hard for me.
I have definitely dipped my toes in the pool of Valkyrie. But anyways, it's all right. Definitely pretty good for really good for recovery. It has one move where it just shoots itself up into the air. You know that move.
Yeah.
And the other move where it like dashes and like grabs, that's a really good recovery move. Pretty good combos. Its combos are like kind of iffy because most of the time they don't feel true because how easily you can slip up with them. Definitely more of a it's definitely recommended if you're like in the game more, like you have more experience as well. So
Yeah, it's
um
a little harder to master, but once you do, it's pretty crazy.
oh yeah, you can hit some pretty cool clips with it. Edge guarding, I'd say definitely it's definitely there, but it's not like as good as some of the other kits in that category. Um, combo's pretty good, and then recovery really good. So I feel like maybe it would be in B tier behind Cyborg. I feel like.
I would agree.
All right, get that
Definitely
right in there.
definitely in that range.
Yeah. All right. Final thoughts on it. Uh, pretty all right. I don't see many Valkyrie players, but when I do, it's always a good time to verse them because it's so interesting. Because the design of Valkyrie is also very like unique. It's just a very cool looking kit to have too. But yeah, that's just my final thoughts. We ready for the next one?
Yep.
All right, next one is
Where'd it go? Oh.
that is not the next one.
Oh, that was Valkyrie again.
Next one, Samurai.
Ooh.
I despise playing up against a good Samurai.
Me too.
Because they know how to combo and they do it well. But that's just against the experienced ones. But if we're looking at just the kit, and if you just bought the kit, you were wanting to learn the kit, um, the kit's it has a pretty big learning curve, not as much as some of the other ones. Um, but the learning curve is definitely there for sure.
If you are just buying it and most likely trying out its moves, you're probably not going to be very successful in comboing or trying to be a pro with it because it's really hard to learn this one. But once you do, it is super easy to just knock out everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Where would we put this? I feel like
A tier.
maybe, yeah, do low A tier, lowest A tier probably.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry for that notification. Yeah, I'll just move it right there real quick. All right, next one. Ooh, this one. Wizard. We got
Uh,
Wizard next.
this is
Oh
very
my gosh,
controversial. I
very.
I want to
Let
say
me tell you.
I want to say S, but I also want to say F.
Yeah, it's definitely the learning curve. I feel like it has the second biggest or the biggest learning curve. I feel like it would be the. Would it be bigger than Wrath though?
It's
I'm
a
not sure.
highly questionable kit.
Yeah, it's like all over the place in terms of good, I guess.
All right, let's go off of
Um,
basic rankings. Like its recovery is pretty good, right?
yeah, its recovery is like really good.
It can combo too.
Yes. Yeah, if you're pretty experienced, you know how to combo, but if you're just buying the kit, you would not be able to combo with it.
Alright, so that probably brings it down a little bit.
I feel like it would be in B tier.
I
Honestly, I'm
think
feeling B.
high B.
Yeah. Probably should it be? I'm feeling maybe below Cyborg. What are your thoughts?
It can definitely beat Viking and Valkyrie.
For sure.
It gets pretty close to Cyborg.
Yeah, I'm iffy about this.
Um, we can,
I feel like we should just put it below Cyborg for now.
yeah, we can put it below for now. And after we're done with everything, we'll make final adjustments if we feel like it.
Yeah. All right. Final thoughts for now.
Uh,
If you know how to play it, I do not like you, and stay away from me in game.
yeah, me too.
um, next one. Anyways, next one. We got Yeti. And
My,
this is because in the recent update, it was moved down to green tier. So
yes, it is my second favorite, or my
oh
first.
yeah.
It's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, I learned it recently, and let me tell you, it if you if you like get the timing and stuff right, it's a beautiful to play as. But
Yeah,
it can be pretty frustrating when your opponent flies in opposite direction when you're
if
trying to combo.
they have bad internet.
Yeah, I feel like bad internet is just horrible to play against overall, mostly. But that's not what we're considering right now.
But
So Yeti.
you can also infinite combo if you get the timing right.
Yeah.
So,
I have not seen anybody actually post a video on an infinite combo, so maybe we'll have to check that out
oh,
in a later video.
definitely making
Um,
that soon. Hint,
yeah,
hint.
for sure. It's a work in progress.
I would
Yeti,
say definitely A tier.
for sure. Because it hasn't gotten any nerfs that I know of.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, didn't it get one nerf recently?
Um, I can check.
We would have to look at the balance
Yeah, I
changes
would have to
later.
check.
Um, oh yeah, didn't it like get a cooldown like add-on or something? I'm not sure. It doesn't matter.
I I don't
Um,
remember, but you can still do it. I tested
yeah,
it
you
out.
can still, yeah. Beginner. I feel like it's definitely a one with a learning curve, but once you learn the combo, it's really easy.
Yeah,
Recovery.
it's insane.
If you know how to recover
No,
with it, it's phenomenal.
you don't. It's not just knowing. It's just pressing 4.
Yeah, cause let me tell you, the four move on it, it's a rocket. It just puts a jetpack on you, pretty much.
So
um,
I would put it in front of Monk.
yeah, highest A tier
Yeah, it's pretty good.
for sure. It's almost in the that near S tier cat. It's like near S tier. I'm definitely putting it in A because I don't feel like it's like broken. I feel like S tier would be broken, need a nerf immediately.
And F would be like, it's garbage and
Please buff.
yeah,
Yeti is yeah, I think Yeti is perfect right where it is right now in the meta. I don't see many Yeti players either,
I feel
so
like
it's pretty fun to play.
it should be in the blue category.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like there's some blues that also should be in the green.
Yeah,
um. Anyways, that was our final thoughts. Moving on, we got Kraken.
interesting one.
Very interesting. Um, I feel like the learning curve is not really that much there, but its comboing is very iffy.
Yeah,
If you can,
it's
it's like it's one of those where you have to combo them like near. like 40% range. I feel like there it starts to get iffy with the combo.
You need a
Um,
specific percentile range for a good combo.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, but it's really fun to play with, for
It,
sure.
it's a
Um,
yeah,
yeah, one of my personal favorites to play, just for fun, not even competitively.
yeah. It's a really fun
Um,
kit.
yeah, the recovery is pretty good. If you like shoot the cannon down, it gives you a little boost up, and that's what was it called? Like Tide Slicer, where it like just shoot like makes you go like shoots you forward.
Yeah, that's
That's a
really
really good recovery move.
yeah. It seems
Edge guarding, pretty much none. If
yeah.
I have not witnessed a single person hit a cannonball shot from edge guarding, um, really open to see that. Hoping to see that.
You also cannot use the cannonball where you get launched and use it as a down smash, sadly.
But yeah, yeah, the cannonball does not down smash. Um, I don't know. It should definitely. I don't know what they were thinking on the designing team, but hey, uh, not my choice. um, yeah, I feel like it would be in. I feel like it belongs in a B tier.
Me too.
Um, I feel like maybe
I think
behind. Should it be behind Wizard or in front of Wizard?
I
Because I
think
feel like it wouldn't be beating Cyborg.
behind Cyborg for sure. I was thinking around this wizard range, so probably
Yeah,
after.
yeah, for sure.
Because it's just fun to play with it.
Yeah, I love playing Kraken. All right,
Playing
we're
crack,
moving into the blue tier now.
playing
Actually,
Kraken,
wait. Final thoughts. Final
yeah,
thought.
playing Kraken is like playing in a sandbox.
Yeah,
It's
because
like
like
you,
it is a good kit, but it's also fun to play as.
yeah,
Very hard to balance that in this game. um. All right, we're moving into the blue tier. This is where it starts to get pretty wild, pretty wacky.
yeah,
All
the
right,
higher rankings.
yeah. Starting off with Hero. We got
Ooh.
Hero to start off with. Hero did get a buff recently in recent updates. Um, it wasn't. I don't feel like it was that good of a buff, honestly. It was what? It was a knockback to one of the moves. Like it got the ability to like be a knockback.
I don't think
I can't
Hero.
remember which move though.
I don't think Hero got a buff or nerf.
Yeah, Hero. I don't. I have not seen a nerf from Hero in the patch notes I've been playing in.
Oh wait,
But
he
yeah.
did get one nerf.
Mm.
Um, move 3 has a 3-second cooldown.
Okay.
Oh, after using move 4. So, yeah.
Pretty actually a very good kit for beginners. Definitely beginner friendly kit in the blue. I
Yeah.
don't know why a beginner friendly would be in the blue, but whatever,
Uh,
man.
yeah, if you're just working on trying to get really good, um, well, that doesn't make sense because you won't have the money to.
Yeah.
So,
I just feel like if you're not on the skilled side, which is completely fine, we can all work at being skilled. But
probably pick
if you're
Hero.
more on the what?
Probably pick Hero, yeah, if you're not on the skilled side.
Yeah, if you're not on the skilled side, but you're definitely like getting in that like I've played I have I have definitely dabbled in this game. And you're just like saving up that money. Hero, pretty good. Definitely better blue tier though, but starting off with blue tier, it's pretty good.
I would probably
Um,
put it behind. Well, I would put it in A tier
for
for
sure,
sure.
yeah.
Behind Sumo, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I can get behind that, yeah.
It's
Because
Hero's got the
sumo is
same.
just way.
Hero and Samurai both have the same like reaching out attacks, but heroes are a little more aggressive.
Yeah. Alright, well, final thoughts? The comboing on Hero is interesting. I love to see combos with Hero. Don't like to be in them, though.
You can
Like,
you can technically use all the moves.
yeah, if you're like, if you know your way around the block when it comes to Hero, you can definitely use it to its maximum potential for sure. Um, But besides that, edge guarding is actually, if you can hit the edge guarding with laser vision, that is actually pretty good.
Or it has a
Um,
lot of other moves too that can edge guard.
yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it has definitely a lot of edge guarding potential.
Should
Really
we
good with edge guarding.
should we move it up
Um, um,
in front
I
of
feel
Monk,
like it definitely has better edge guarding than
Sumo,
Sumo.
and Monk?
True. Should we put him behind Yeti though?
Yeah,
All right, we're moving him up.
yeah. We gotta
Good day for all hero lovers.
think about like everything about it.
Yeah. All right. So, I think it's time to move on.
Yep.
We've been on Hero for a while. Anyways, next kit, very, very, very good kit in my opinion. Beast.
I have a decent opinion on Beast.
Well, actually, well, if you know how to play Beast in like the meta right now, Beast is like crazy.
Yeah,
That's
I'd
my
say
opinion.
so. It did get moved down, so it's a little more cheaper too.
Yeah, it also got like a major cost deduction too. It went from like 20 something K all the way down to 16K.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if I want to put it in S, but it's definitely around that.
Well, some of its moves you can escape from though.
True. But like the one where you jump up and like stun the enemy, that one's way too good. And then like also it can be used to like stun them off the edge, which is actually should not be fair.
Yeah,
I feel like it might be our first Fs. Yeah. What do you think?
I think I'm gonna have to go with A.
Should we put it in front of Yeti then?
Sure.
All right.
I just don't feel like it has the power and ability to just be overpowered. It
Right.
is
That's understandable.
it's definitely strong, but it's just not like amazing.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't really have many final thoughts. I definitely feel like many of its new moves should be toned down by the development team. They should not be that good. But it's like if you're gonna leave it like that, it's not gonna like leave me tossing and turning at night. Like I'm gonna be fine if you leave it like that. Because there's not really many beast players to begin with that I noticed. Um, but yeah, those are my final thoughts. And you?
Um, it's pretty cool, but when it first released, it was pretty disappointing.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that's with most kits though.
Yep.
Besides the most recent ones.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later though. But our next kit is Gambler.
I really like him.
I personally, I think I play Gambler most out of anything. And plus, the development team was so kind. to add the Gambler emote, which perfectly goes with Gambler.
It's got a good recovery, amazing. It's got a amazing combo with two different directions. It can combo extend a lot if you get the
Yeah,
right dice roll. It
if you get
has,
lucky.
yeah, with red, or its amazing green color it gets,
Jackpot. Yeah.
and some
Um.
other buffs, like other
Yeah.
colors.
Just a bunch of buffs, and it has passive healing as two, well, like two chances to get passive healing. One in the green jackpot and one in the blue. Um.
It's also very
And
easy to learn.
yeah, it's extremely easy to learn. Actually, like one of the easiest ones to learn. Very good blue tier. Um. And I would like to add, if you are experienced with Gambler, you can edge guard with the slot machine pretty well, and it pretty much insta kills if you hit him with the slot machine edge guarding.
Yes.
Or you can do the blade barrage or whatever it's called as an edge guarding. I wouldn't recommend it though. I would try to save it for combos. But enough with the glazing. I feel like it should be in. I don't know, because it's not like extremely broken, but playing against a gambler is miserable, and playing as a gambler is amazing.
I'd say S tier.
All right, all right.
It's
I
really
I
good.
was gonna say like maybe high A tier, but I definitely would understand an S tier ranking.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. No F tiers so far. I feel like
Soon.
we're coming up on one though. Like not I. It's in the later blue tier. That's what I'm trying to say.
You're
Final
kind of.
thoughts.
No, not for me.
Um, Me, Gambler, my beloved. I love it. But besides that, no final thoughts for me. And I think we should move on to the next one. Next one being Reaper.
This is. It's. I like it, but it's not one of my favorites. It's like really close.
Yeah. Um, Reaper. It's all right. Nothing special.
Just it's
A
pretty basic.
yeah, pretty cookie cutter combo. Nothing difficult to learn.
A little more simpler than Hero's basic,
Yeah,
like comboing.
it's like the second most simple combo to learn, because I feel like Gambler is definitely the easiest in like blue tier. I'm saying. Um, I feel like it would be maybe in B tier.
I think
What are your thoughts? Actually, I feel like maybe a lower A tier. Honestly,
I'm.
I'm look I'm looking at our A tier and it's not looking strong.
I think I want to say B, but I feel like a Cyborg and Kraken could kill a Reaper. So it's a
You're
little
feeling like
difficult.
mid B.
Yeah, possibly mid B.
Yeah, I was just looking at Samurai and I'm like, I don't know if a Samurai could beat a Reaper. That's definitely an interesting interaction. But we can make final changes later.
Yep.
So I feel like we should move it mid B. I feel like you're right on that. That's a
Yes.
good call. Um, there we go. Perfect. Final thoughts. I don't use Reaper that much, but I used to. Used to be one of my mains, but I've moved away from it.
I use it once in a while.
All right. Well, we'll get into the next one then, which is Brawler. Oh my gosh, it got destroyed in this in this in this the earliest update.
I really like Brawler.
I enjoy Brawler too, but it's insta down smash with the fireball. That is no longer a thing. But the development team added a glitch in this new update to where you can like if you position the fireballs good enough, then you can just instant kill. Just like with the wizard with the tornado. I've only seen it once, and I never want to see it again.
Yeah, I'd say it was it was definitely an S tier, but because of that new update, it got
I
lowered.
feel like I feel like it would maybe be like mid A. I feel like it would be.
Yes.
I'm struggling because would it be in front or behind hero? Because I feel like monk, sumo, and samurai they're just obviously behind it. What about hero?
I'd say in front of Hero.
All right, we can put it in front of hero because it has a really good combo, really fun to play. Um, but besides that, edge guarding, if you can hit that fireball, pretty good. Recovery definitely has a pretty good recovery. Nothing to scoff at.
It's a little
But it's
messy
a
though.
yeah, it's a little messy. Um, if you have like a little lag spike while you're trying to recover with its raging demon move, good luck.
Yeah, you fall pretty far.
Yeah. But besides that, pretty good, bro. Pretty good relic. Pretty good kit. That's all I think about it. What about you?
It's a pretty good kit.
Alright, alright. And another one. I hate this kit, but I hate it because it's too good. It
Let's
is
see.
Cyberpunk.
It's
Cyberpunk.
it's
Uh-uh.
interesting.
I hate playing up against Cyberpunk because all of the top players that I've noticed with like a bunch of kills and a high level are playing Cyberpunk, and I think that says something.
I don't know if it's much as Cyberpunk is like broken. I'd say it's more like the player. Like if you learn it amazing and become a pro with Cyberpunk, then you kind of become broken. Not really the
Yeah.
kit. So it could tech.
Let's take a deep. Oh, you can
So it can technically be considered a broken kit.
Yeah. Just to like further our point, we can just take a little deep dive into the pool of Cyberpunk. Um, Combo wise, it is very good combo wise. You can easily get a combo starter with that running move. Can't remember what it's called. Um, but combo wise, really good. It has a pretty broken counter. One of the best counters in the game, I'd say. Maybe even the best counter. Edge guarding, that sniper. If you hit that sniper shot, oh my gosh, I'm rage quitting right there, right then. It's so miserable to play against a good edge guarding Cyberpunk.
Immediate
I
F.
feel like oh
It's an immediate Alt F4.
yeah. If I'm playing ranked and I see a Cyberpunk, I'm not having a good day after that. What can I say? I feel like yeah, I'd place it in an S tier. I don't know about you, but I would.
I would put an S tier
All
for
right.
sure.
So now the another question is it above or below Gambler? I feel like it would be above Gambler.
I feel like oh that's kind of hard. I'd say above since you're saying above. I would
Although it Gambler is better for the beginner. It's like Gambler is better for the beginners, but Cyberpunk is better for the more experienced players.
yeah.
It's just confusing. They're interchangeable if you want to make your own tier list about this. But that's where we have them in our ranking for now. Final thoughts. I pretty much said all my final thoughts right there. How about you?
So far Cyberpunk's in the lead.
Yeah. All right. Next one. This is I love playing with this kit, and I think you can agree. Zeus.
I really like Zeus.
Zeus is very enjoyable to play with. I'd say I have never seen a good Zeus player though. All the Zeuses I've been up against are just not good.
Yeah, it's really strange.
Yeah. I feel like that does say something cuz Zeus the kit is good. The kit is like phenomenal. In the aspect of it's kind of like a gambler. It's like another gambler where it's very beginner friendly.
It requires a
Yeah, it's
little
very
bit
beginner
more
friendly.
skill. Just a little bit.
Yeah, definitely a little bit more skill. It has two combo extenders and then one finisher. Two finishers, two combo extenders.
All of its
Um,
moves you can use on recovering, and its recovery is probably the best in the game.
yeah, its recovering is like very broken. Not, I don't know if broken is the right word, but it's very good.
I mean, you can literally stay on the ground and go up and go into the ceiling.
Yeah. Maybe it is pretty broken.
Yeah, I would say definitely
Um,
S tier because of that.
yeah. Should we put it below Gambler, like the low S tier?
Yeah, probably low.
Yeah, I feel like a low S tier is definitely comfortable for Zeus. Yeah, I feel like that's good. Final thoughts? Love playing Zeus. Definitely beginner friendly, but I don't know any beginners that would be buying the second most expensive blue tier kit. But yeah, I mean, if you're not very skilled and you're in that blue category in terms of money savings, definitely buy it.
It's kind of like Kraken. Like, you kind of play for fun with it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely a fun kit to play. But yeah, I think that's my final thoughts. Um, so let's get into the next one. Alien. I feel like this can be our first introduction to the F tier.
I
How about you?
I think it might
Actually,
might be a D.
yeah, I feel like we can change around because
We
I feel like Bandit is
F.
worse. I, yeah, I feel like Bandit could be an F tier. And then I feel like Alien's definitely I feel like Alien is definitely better than
Yeah,
Ninja.
Alien's better than Ninja. Its recovery is kind of decent. Its attacks are strange, I would say.
They're definitely appealing to the eye for sure. It's definitely
Yeah,
like cool.
yeah, they're definitely cool, but they don't do cool damage.
Also, many people know Ninja. I meant not Ninja. Alien as Gojo, the Gojo kit, because of his that one big ball move. Can't remember. I can't remember what that's called.
I haven't played it in so
Uh,
long. I don't remember either.
yeah. You can be very annoying with Alien though. I have definitely versed some pretty annoying aliens, but besides it being annoying, it's very easy to deal with. That's my final thoughts. How about you?
I don't like it. Just
Yeah.
overall, I just feel like it's low.
Yeah. Um, Now we're getting into the gold tier. Very good tier. There's
And
a
it's
reason why these cost so much.
inexpensive.
Yeah. Demon is our first gold tier.
No, surprisingly, he jumped up 2 tiers.
Yeah, the previous update, he used to be a green tier.
But then people
And
realized its capabilities and what it can do.
yeah, it's I've only played up against good demons. So that's probably saying something. I feel like the learning curve is definitely there. It's another learning curve kit. Um, but if you learn it, it's like extremely good.
Its recovery, if you know what you're doing, It's really good. If you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna fall right down right away, and not
Yeah.
recover. Its combo is amazing.
Oh
Damage
yeah.
is decent. I won't say it's amazing, but it's decent. And
Mhm.
for that reason, I'm gonna be putting it as a high A,
Yeah, I can definitely see that too.
above Beast.
Definitely, yeah, I definitely think it's the best A so far.
It's not broken
But
though. It can.
yeah, it's not like it needs a nerf. Well, it already got one technically um, if you're counting the price move up.
Yeah,
But I don't think it needs another nerf. Honestly, I think it's pretty good right where it is. But yeah, those are my final thoughts. How about you?
I like maining Demon. It's pretty fun.
All right. Um, let's hurry these last ones up. Wrath.
Why is it wide?
Um, I made it wide.
Oh,
Made it pretty chunky. Wrath. It got 3 nerfs, but I've noticed Wrath players don't like to talk about the buffs it got. It actually got 2 buffs in the recent update. Um, so yeah, I don't feel like it's changed that much. I do think though that its infinite combo got gutted and now it doesn't have an infinite combo. So it wasn't an S tier for me, but I feel like it's now in a very high A tier. What
it
about you?
its moves also got labels added to them, so now it's aiming more towards beginners now.
Yeah.
So I would say it is still pretty annoying. I would put
Yeah.
it as an A tier,
Mhm.
below Beast.
All right. Yeah, I feel like that's a really good placement for it.
Oh wait, there's a lot here. There's a lot. I just put it there.
All right. Boom. Final thoughts. Um, I didn't really learn Wrath that well, so I can't really give any good input about it.
I
Our A tier is definitely getting filled up though.
I did learn it about it on how to use it. It's amazing and everything, but yeah, like you were saying, the nerf it got, it just destroyed it.
Yeah.
But it's still really
I
good.
feel like Yeah, I feel like everybody overreacted a little to the nerf, but the nerf was there and it was hard. That yeah. Anyways, vampire S tier. I think that can
Yeah.
be stated for sure. Vampire. It has. I think. I think this can speak for itself that it has a 148% combo right now.
And its uh cooldown is just like old rafts.
Yeah, I
So
feel
it's
like this is definitely Wrath free nerf, but also on steroids.
yeah, it's 100% an S tier.
I feel like it's definitely above Cyberpunk right now.
Yeah, definitely above
Because
Cyberpunk.
also, as much as it costs a lot, it's worth the cost right now.
Yeah,
Because current meta vampire, holy, holy,
Vampire's insane.
yeah. I definitely liked playing it. I bought it on release, and it wasn't broken on release, but when we learned the 148% combo, oh my gosh. Um, yeah, those were my final thoughts. How about you?
I do really like it when it did come out, but now I've been slowly disliking it and not using it.
Yeah, I've definitely dropped it. I should be playing it more because of how broken it is right now, and definitely should exploit that. But just didn't really play it that much. Um, one of my favorites. Well, actually, you got any final thought? Oh, actually, you already said that.
Yeah.
Um, so I guess we'll move on to
Yep.
the next new one, Phoenix.
My favorite.
My favorite too. I use this so often right now.
I use it
Its
like all the
passive
time.
healing ability is crazy. And I don't know many people that know this, but it also has a very broken combo right now.
But it's hard to combo.
It is extremely hard to combo. The learning curve is definitely there. Um, but if you know how to, the simple combo is really easy to learn. I've been using the first move and then the fire tornado move, which I believe is the fourth move. And then instead of down smashing with like the difficult combo, I use two just to get that extra hit and extra healing. Because the amount of damage you do, also it's not like the exact amount of damage you do, I'm pretty sure, but it heals you a good margin.
And it does like normal damage like every other kit, but it
It
has a
has the fire effect.
yeah, and because of that, it does heavier damage. So it's kind of like a replacement for Golem, I feel like.
Yeah. I feel like the design was pretty lackluster. I feel like they just copy and pasted Valkyrie but gave them a new like weapon in their hand.
They literally
But
did. You remember we checked their wings? Like they
yeah,
were
the
I
wings are identical.
yeah.
But like it was also disappointing because how much time was in between the release of these two and like the release of the other one, which I pretty sure was actually Beast,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah, that was crazy that time gap. Um, but all in all, I feel like it's below Vampire right now. Honestly, what do you think?
I think it's S tier because it has like all move healing and some crazy combos. I would say um I'm feeling around the Zeus range and Gambler.
Like maybe in the middle, right there.
Sure, we can go in between them
All right.
because it's not
Oh,
really much of a comboing one.
yeah, it's not really much for combo. It's more for freestyle, which is very shamed upon. AKA spamming, but we can just call it freestyle.
Right.
Um,
Any other adjustments? This this is look
um,
good.
I feel like samurai shouldn't belong in A tier.
High B.
Like yeah, like the best B. I feel like best B would be a good fit for samurai because it's not extremely broken. Like, well, like it's not really good. Like, well, it is really good, but it's not as good as the rest of them in A tier. I feel like there's a level between samurai and sumo,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
definitely.
But besides that, I feel like this is a pretty good ranking.
I still am questionable on Wizard. I don't know if,
Actually, I feel like we could move it up above Reaper. I feel like that's how much I'm willing to move it.
but I feel like Reaper could win against Wizard.
All right. Well then we don't have to move that. It's not like we're being forced to move any of this. This is just our like little final thoughts.
We could technically put
Um,
Wizard in S tier because of its little um escape move it can do.
yeah, it's a little like a
Like,
tornado glitch.
yeah.
Do not use it in ranked. I do not condone it in ranked. Never seen it in ranked actually, thankfully. And if you do use it in ranked, you're probably gonna get banned, so don't do it. Just like that brawler thing I talked about earlier, don't use that in ranked.
Alright, it's just so everybody knows. this is probably not official Wizards ranking. Um, it's really hard to rank Wizard, so it's kind of
Wizard's
just,
just all over the place.
yeah. Not
But
saying that you should buy it, but it's just everywhere.
yeah, it's kind of like weird. But besides that, I feel like this is a good ranking.
Yeah, me too. Well, I think that's everything for this ranking video. Maybe we'll make another one when new characters are added because the next update is gonna have a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Like 4 new ones. And I still want to say me and my partner right here predicted Witch a few months ago. I'm still happy about predicting Witch there.
What? Oh yeah, we predicted that one of the future characters was gonna be Witch, and that was when I think Alien was coming out.
Yeah.
Like we heard a new one was coming out, and so we said like, oh, it could probably be Witch, and
Yeah.
we predicted way in the past.
Yeah. This was not on any videos, by the way. This was just when we were playing together a while ago. But yeah, we predicted it. Just gonna have to trust us.
Well, that wraps up everything for this tier list. So,
Hmm.
I hope you guys like our tier list. If you do like these type of videos, leave a like, subscribe, and join my Discord for more information on my channel and videos. But other than that, do you have anything else to say?
I would like to be in more videos past this point, so please, I'm begging you, let subject Project Smash know that you want me to be in more videos, please. I beg you. That's all I have to say.
Alright, if that is all, have a good day, everybody. Goodbye.